Hey everybody, welcome back to Desert Family Homestead. This is Pam, your host. I just wanted to come to you this morning and sorry, my camera slipped. Talk to you about how to take care of yourself while working in the garden. See my corn stalks? This is the second set of corn that I planted. When you choose to work in your garden, especially here in the desert, is very important. And what you need to do to take care of yourself while you're working in the garden is also very important. It's a little around to 7 a.m. here right now while I'm filming this, and it's beautiful out here right now. The sun's shining, of course, but the temperature is not very hot. I would say it's probably in the 60s, and it's really nice out here, especially in my garden. Because it's kind of a different climate in my garden than what it is over by my house because of all the plants I got out here. But one of the things you need to do to take care of yourself is make sure that you take water to the garden with you and that you're drinking to stay hydrated, especially here in the desert, because it does get very hot here and you can get dehydrated very fast, even if it's nice out like this morning. So I'll bring a water bottle out with me and I'll take a few drinks and stuff. Now, I do not buy a bunch of water bottles. We buy water bottles, we refill them because we're on a well. So just so you know, I'm not just buying a bunch of water bottles and throwing them away. We reuse them. But if I'm going to be out here later, then I'll wear a hat to protect myself, shade myself a little bit, keep myself from getting sunburned. Red hair, bared skin, sunburn. But you want to make sure you stay hydrated. You want to make sure you protect yourself from the sun. You also want to really pick your times carefully for when you come out and work in your garden, if you possibly can. Now, I know some of you work, and you don't really have much choice for what time frames you can get out into your garden. Me, I prefer to come out early morning and in the evening if need be. And so those times are cooler anyway. The sun's either just coming up or it's just going down, so it's not as hot and as intense out here. And once you actually get your garden going and you have the plants and stuff, like I said, different climate over here at my garden, which helps my chickens also, than it is over at my house. So it can be 10 degrees cooler over here than what it is over by my house once all my plants are established and growing and doing well, because they create a cooler environment for themselves and for the chickens. But you just want to make sure that you're taking care of yourself. Don't overextend yourself. If you have heavy things to lift, move around, ask for help. Don't try to do it all on your own, so you don't throw your back out, you don't pull a muscle, things like that. Gardening is very enjoyable, but it can also be very strenuous. And the most enjoyment you'll get out of it is when you start harvesting your crops and getting food to put on your family's table to feed you and your family. But in the meantime, there's work to be done. Gardens always take work. You can't just throw seeds on the ground and water it occasionally and say, oh, look what I got. Well, sometimes you can. But it's just like I've planted seeds in my okra bed from last year. I planted more okra in there again, but I have had volunteer tomatoes coming up all over the place. I've sold a few and I've given some away, and I still have more. So if you're local and you're wanting some cherry tomato plants, hit me up. I got tons of them, and I don't want to have to just pull them out and throw them in the compost, but that's what I will do if I have to. But I just wanted to come on here, give you a few tips, help you take care of yourself better. You have to excuse my voice. I had a sinus infection, and so it comes and goes and gets a little scratchy. It's not because I need a drink of water, which I probably should take a drink of water, but I've had a sinus infection. But and I've had laryngitis for a few days. That's been fun, communicating with two older people in my home who can't hear. But yeah, just remember, stay hydrated, protect yourself from the sun, sunscreen, hats, things like that. So God bless, and keep on gardening.